Sio aende. Wako wapi?
How many students do you have?
Now it's 6, I guess, 7.
So equal number.
No, I was expecting the other. Correct. I was expecting 700
So
as
you
per
now
March.
have 6, 8, 7.
Yes,
So you have a balance of
13.
13.
Yes,
And have you know where they are?
yes.
What one?
I have a record here.
You forget it.
Mmoja wazazi wake walikosana class 9, akawa rescued yuko St. Mary's Mombasa, anasoma.
Huyo wajana.
Mmoja alikuwa ana attempt to rape.
Attempt to rape?
Yes. Akawa rescued na polisi, akaikanga.
Hapo kwa
Rescued school.
that is in school.
Yeah, it's in school.
Huyo pia wajana.
Wale wengine walikuwa transferred to various schools. Normal transfer.
So it's 100%.
Yeah.
Mwalimu 100%, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Ndio.
Yeah.
Wale wanasema watoto wajarudi shule, hiyo ni yao.
Sasa hiyo ni hapa record.
Na desk ulipata?
Nilipata.
Hebu tuone.
Sawa.
Desk iko ngapi?
Siko 8.
Ongoza. It's a nice school.
Shika hii. Nani? Shika na.
No, the problem was the school was doing very bad academically. So parents,
now you are taking them to the
Yeah.
national schools.
yeah, so they will come.
It all depends on leadership.
Yeah,
Very good. It's called Mwakingali.
Makingali Primary.
Mwakingali Primary.
Yes.
I want to remain alive so that we can continue working. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely.
I'm here this morning at in Taita Taveta County together with the acting county commissioner and the education people with me. But I want us to focus on the principal, who is an excellent head teacher here. He has been here for just a few years, since 2018.
Yes.
And he has taken us through a chart which shows that since he came, the year he came, he was able to take one person to national school. The following year, he took, that last year, he took about 6 of them. And I think he has a higher target this year. He has a very seamless mind. And therefore, this school is in very good hands. He has given me a brief from his head. He has 700 children. And he has recovered another 7 from private schools. The 13 that are not here, he can account for each of them. They have all gone to different schools elsewhere. So this is another example of over 100% return to school. So when people keep saying that we are giving very high percentage, those are politicians who are talking their own things. I chose this school at random. He didn't know I was coming here. You can see for yourselves the situation in the school. I've asked him what he requires, and he has only chosen 18 toilets, which he shall get. And I think whether or not he's in the SECI program, we will still give him the 18 toilets, because there must be a price for being good. Otherwise, we are continuing to, first of all, check the percentage of kids who have come back to school. And I said yesterday that we have 99%. We should be able to close this chapter by Monday or Tuesday, once all the children can be accounted for. And the fact that the foods are on the road, I think some may have reached schools now, either in Turkana or Northeastern or any of those semi-arid areas. And like I said, because of the intercession of His Excellency the President, we are also going to feed children in the slums, including some slums in Mombasa, like Bangladesh. The children in primary 1 to 3 will get fortified porridge. Not fake fortified porridge. Porridge that is fortified with soya, elements, and vitamins that is good for the development of their brain. So that food should be able to attract the few children who usually come to school to eat. And for the female child, I think anytime now you will get pads hitting your school, because we are starting to ship them this week. You have already received? It is so important to know that you have already received, and each pack has enough for all the children who are in that age group, and it is enough for 9 months. So I'm very glad to hear that we are now in Voi, and you have already received, and I hope that the children are given. The head teachers were collecting. Now that we are working together as twins, Ngao and Education, ensure that my excellent teachers distribute the pads to the children so that they are empowered. Now, when they take them home, whatever happens is not our problem, but we should be able to tell His Excellency the President that the 470 million that has been used to get pads for 1.7 million girls in primary schools has been done. We are not politicians, we are just doing what we have to do. So that's very good news indeed. In terms of desks, you have seen the children who are going internal assessment. They are enjoying the desks. It has empowered them. It has empowered them, each child on his own desk with his own book and everything. So we continue to monitor. I think nationwide we are at over 70%. I think by next week a large number of counties will complete 100%. Where we have challenges as in the arid and semi-arid areas, we are going to ensure that this is a closed chapter by the end of this month, so that we can start focusing now on preparation for the national examinations. I think there being nothing else really, that's all I want to say. If you have something that relates to what I am doing, then please ask. If it is not, for another day. Who are you?
My name is Mongi Daniel. I work with Kenya News Agency.
Yes.
County. terms of the desk, probably you can tell us whether the artisans, whether those who have cleared, whether they have been paid in desks. And the second one is about...
Why don't you ask one so that somebody else can ask? Wewe unataka kuwa mchoyo sasa. Sasa hiyo natosa, wacha nijibu hiyo kwanza. It's a very good question. His Excellency the President had directed us to ensure that the small person, that is the Juakali artisan, is the one who benefits from the economic stimulus package of Kenya shilling 1.9 billion. He further instructed us that because of one or two things which you and I know happens, these people should be paid directly through M-Pesa to their own M-Pesa account. So the committees were formed, which include people from education at sub-county level. But those committees were chaired by Ngao, sub-county, the deputy county commissioners, and these are the ones who awarded the contracts. In order to ensure that there is no theft of Kenya government money, kindly released by His Excellency the President, we insisted that the paperwork must be done properly according to the law, which means paperwork that is required for payment must be countersigned by the sub-county director of education and the deputy county commissioner, and also the sub-county treasury to confirm that the documentation was correct. After that, that documentation is brought to Jogo House, where we have a command and control center, which checks and confirms that everything is done. And up to now, we have paid over 800 million shillings, going to close to 900 million, for desks that have been delivered. In the same breath, we have returned a sizable number back to be certified properly. Where there is anything missing, and we are making sure that this is done around the clock. So we still have a few hundred million that is pending. Yesterday, just to show you how serious we are, yesterday we paid 50 million. It could have been slightly more, but like I said before, no money belonging to the Kenyan child shall be lost under my watch. So you don't have to worry about, I don't think there's an artisan that can tell you he has waited for many weeks. Because those who go back, we are on a 24-hour schedule where the correction is done and the documents are brought and they are paid. We work on 24/7 at Jogo. There was another hand from this one who looks like me. Yes. Just cover your nose, please, sir.
Cover your nose.
Thank you, sir.
I just wanted to know.
Oteo. Saidia officer na mask.
I just wanted to know about the face masks for the poor children, whether they've been delivered or not.
Let me ask you, and let us be serious. First of all, let me say for the upteenth time, do I look like a politician to you? No, I'm not one. I'm a servant of the children through the appointment of His Excellency the President. Have you seen any child without mask here? The answer is no. Every child in the classroom is masked. Do you know when they will require other masks? You don't. So if I had masks, I would be very stupid to dish them out like groundnuts. Do you get the point? Now we are giving you some too there, sir. Take and put, free of charge. So we have mask banks across the country. Right now, we have a mask bank here in Mombasa. We have a mask bank in Nakuru. We have one in Eldoret. We have one in Kisumu. And we are going to expand them to the county level, not to be dished out so that they can disappear. Are we together here?
Yes.
So stop asking us questions which are not important. Because if the masks that we give out become old, the children, for example, in Bangla who require masks, there's a bank in Mombasa, they will give them. I hope you didn't think that once we have the 7 million masks, which have not all been made anyway, that we shall have them and dish them out. Then they will disappear. Then the following day, you same people will start making noise. So I've been given the powers by His Excellency the President to manage the process. Are you satisfied? But if you find a child without a mask, tell us. Even in my boots, I have masks. Am I Elisha? They are there. And all my officers who are moving around have masks. But we are not giving just because, oh, go to this primary school. We know where the shoe is pinching. Sir, so please, I know your group has kept asking. We are not politicians and we don't want political mileage. We want to make sure that every child is masked while they're in the class for the period that Corona is here. And that may be up to 6 more months or 1 year. Thank you very much. Is there a last one? Yes. Yes.
My name is Keith Mayo from Student TV, educator and calculator. I'm asking what is the step-by-step re-entry process, factoring that most of the female students are yet to return to school?
First of all, you are talking lies. All the female students have come, millions of them. We are giving masks. We are giving the sanitary towels for 1.7 million. Do you think we are giving the towels to children who are not in school? We can't allow you to go to class, but if you are smart enough and you followed me inside there, by the way, Mwalimu, you are here. How many of your female students have not reported?
No, none.
None. And they will not focus on you when you're answering.
Even if they focus, there is no problem.
That's what I want them to do. There's none.
I have 73 candidates and 45 girls, and they're all in here there.
Thank you. Now, I think you wanted to ask me, among those children in other schools, maybe who are pregnant or are young mothers, what are the steps? There is no step. If you are pregnant and you are still strong, you come to school. That is the order. If you have just given birth and you require 1 or 2 months to stay at home, the best teacher is here. He will tell you, they will monitor. When the time comes, you come back to class. There is no shame. Pregnancy is not a disease. It shall not be a disease. We must continue to love our children. Anybody, if you have found anybody who is blocking a female child from coming back to school because she's pregnant, can you tell us, give us the details so that we can act? So don't start by saying most girls have not come to school. Most of my children who are female are in school. I've seen some who are very pregnant. I've also seen some who have given birth and are back at school. There are also a few who are still just waiting to organize how the kid is going to be taken care of. They come back to school. Because education is power. That is the only thing that will transform this country. Forget about everything the politicians are talking about. Let us give our children education. That is the only empowerment. And my orders are that every child goes back to school. My second order is also very clear, that no teacher shall take a child home away from school. We shall deal with it. There was a female, and I want to be gender sensitive. Otherwise, yes.
My name is Lucy from Daily Nation.
Yes.
Now, Kemri has issued an alert that by mid-March there will be an upsurge of cases. So, I wanted to know whether there will be upscale of measures. Or what will
now, let me stop you there before you confuse me further. By the grace of God, I've been a doctor for 43 years. Are we together? By the grace of God. The naysayers, which includes you, if we were to follow what you are saying, because we opened how many days ago now?
This is the second week.
This is the
third week. Yeah, third week.
This is the third week.
Yeah.
So if we were to go by what people are saying, what would have happened by now? We would have closed the schools again. God is great, isn't it? What was the percentage yesterday? It was 2 point something. So I have absolutely no comment because I am continuing to pray that hii shetani inaitwa COVID ipotee kabisa. Our children are masked. They don't even need the sanitizers. Honestly, we have not done social distancing. You know that. How come we don't have an explosion? So KEMRI can sit down and project. But for us in the field, we thank God. Don't you thank God yourself? Why are you only thinking of the worst? Why don't you think of the best? That today we have been out, this is the end of the third week. Hakuna kitu, maybe I've had 1 or 2 or 3, less than 20 cases of corona in about 16 million. Si Mungu asifiwe?
Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.